Alright everybody, it's Thursday evening and I'm breaking down my quarantine tank here. If you missed the video I shot this morning, I found my water to be all cloudy last night, and when I looked in here the filter was all disgusting and gross. It had a bunch of nasty growth in it. I don't know what it was. I've never really seen anything like that before. So what I did was I got the two fish that were in here out. One was one of those High Finned Spotted Plecos that Petco sells, and the other one was a regular old rubber lip. So I put them in a couple different tanks, and then I pulled the piece of woodwork that was in here. I always kept a piece of driftwood in this tank just to keep the tannins up and to give the fish something to hide under. And when I'm getting plecos various sorts, it's always good to have some wood in the tank. So I'm treating the wood with some hot water and hydrogen peroxide. So let's go have a look at that real quick. Alright, now I still got the flash on from being in the other room, so don't know how well this is going to come out or whether we're going to get a lot of glare. I guess that's turning out okay. You can see it looks like fizzy water or seltzer water. So that would do that even in cold water with hydrogen peroxide, and it would do it even if there wasn't any growth on that wood. I don't know what kind of growth was in that filter, and when I say any growth on that wood, I mean any of the stuff that was in that filter. There's definitely growth on the wood. There's all kinds of off walks, and make sure that's not too hot. You know, that's well-aged wood. That's been in my tank for quite a long time. This is actually the very first piece of wood I ever bought for a fish tank. So I like it. I'm definitely going to salvage it. It's got a lot of character, a lot of texture, but it's definitely going to have a nice long bath in some hydrogen peroxide. So now, even with the flash on, let's go over and have a look at a couple of the tanks and see if we can't spot the fish we just moved. Alright, we can still see one of them. Let's hopefully the flash won't scare it away. If you look right back in the corner on the glass there, you can see it. That is the High Finned Spotted Pleco. I honestly forgot I had one in there, and I did not know when I bought the other one that I already had one. So I put one of these in my T-bar tank not too long ago, and then I've got this other one, and they actually get pretty big. They get about 18 inches eventually, so I don't know whether I'll keep it for its full life, but I've always wanted a big pleco, and as I've said many times, this tank's not really a true biotope or anything. I mean, we're looking at that spotted tilapia right there. That's a West African fish, so definitely got some invasive species in this tank anyway. So now I've got one of those High Finned Spotted Plecos in here, and if I feed it well enough and it's got plenty of, you know, off-walks to graze on, it will be in competition with a few fish in here, not least of which will be that Chinese algae eater that is still in here. I just saw it this afternoon. It's alive and well. So there you go. I looked in the other tank. I could not see the rubber lip that I put in there, so I'm going to leave that as a surprise. I do have another fish in that tank that is a new fish, and I'm kind of waiting until it's a little less timid and its colors fill in a little bit, and we'll get some video of that. So make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss the update on that tank, which again is going to be a secret for now. And then, of course, you don't want to miss the continued growth of this little guy in here, because he's going to be pretty big over the next several months. So, again, if you're subscribed, you won't miss any of that. And don't forget, despite that being a pleco, this is my native tank. So, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you real soon in the next one.